behind James Parkin and working to live a life, DMG style. Now, as you probably know, I'm a really big football fan, and football means a lot to me. I just really like sport in general. So I've been watching this video for quite a bit, and basically there's a big piece of British football history. It's literally 2 minutes walk away from my house, and it's quite a big thing in British football history. I'm really keen to show you. I'll take you on a trip right now to show you what it is. Now, the reason why this is the big part of British football history is that this was the home of the Robledo brothers. They were the first ever non-British registered players to play in the English football system. That was when they signed for Barnsley in 1946. Now, let me tell you more about the brothers. Now, the two brothers, George Robledo and Ted Robledo, were born in Chile and emigrated to the UK in 1932. After working down the pit, George Robledo signed for Barnsley in 1946, alongside his brother who signed a couple of years later. The younger brother Ted wouldn't play much, but the older brother George did really well at Barnsley and scored 45 goals in 105 appearances for Barnsley. In 1949, the brothers signed for Newcastle for £26,500. Now Newcastle were only interested in George, but he refused to move to Newcastle without his brother, so they ended up both signing for them. In 1951, Newcastle won the FA Cup, and George was part of the team, making him the first non-British player to play in the FA Cup final. The following season, George scored a ton full of goals and also netted in the FA Cup final. In 1952, when Newcastle beat Blackpool, an illustration of the goals drawn by young John Lennon, and it appeared on his 1973 album Walls and Bridges. Both brothers played in this final, meaning they were the first set of brothers to ever play in the FA Cup final. Now during that season, George Robledo scored a ton of goals, putting him some really good company among the Golden Boot winners, and struck a great partnership with Newcastle legend Jackie Milburn. Both players represented Chile on the international stage. George Robledo even played in the 1950 World Cup. In 1953, they both signed for Coca-Cola in Chile for £25,000. Fortunes for the brothers were completely different. George won 2 Golden Boots before retiring in 1960, but Ted would drop out of the game a couple of years after signing for them. Ted Robledo died in 1970 after working on oil rigs, and George died in 1989 in Chile. A few years ago, a plaque was put up where they lived when they were little to commemorate the two brothers. I knew about them living in the area, but I didn't realise they lived as close to where I live. Now, thank you for watching this. It's a video I've been wanting to do for quite a bit, but thank you for watching this. And thank you for watching our other recent videos, and just thank you for all your support. And on that note, I'll see you on the next one.